Getting close to the end of this particular arc. Oh, hi. It's me, Genuine. Previously on the rolls we made. Wren, Hemlock, and Salt are quickly closing in on Viol. Wren had managed to escape the illusory play that she was trapped in, and used her powers to free the people in the auditorium from the grasp of the Red One. During the battle, she managed to release Naya Maximus from captivity, who utilized the mystical book that Wren had in her possession to trap the Red One inside of the illusory wall itself. Unfortunately, the creature inside of Viol took notice of this change and did some stuff to the Red One that's probably pretty bad. In the meantime, Hemlock and Salt managed to press on past the gigantic rock spider bridge, only by destroying it through the use of Lewin's most powerful spell. Inside of the chamber past the bridge, Salt and Hemlock were separated as Hemlock fell into a pit of sheer darkness. Once there, he encountered a giant bat-like man who led him into a cavern underneath the building, leading into a labyrinth underneath the structure. Hemlock took a step into this cavern, only to completely disappear. Is Jeff gonna have to roll a new character? Let's find out on today's episode of The Rolls We Made.
So we will start with our good buddy Hemlock.
Yeah, it's dark.
Byakhee motioned for you to walk into a tunnel, which you did.
Yeah,
Did a good job there. And then as you're walking, you feel as if you are passing through, like you pass through some kind of threshold, like maybe a doorway of some kind, like in this underground area.
Some nice French doors down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hemlock is magical.
Yeah.
We know that. Hemlock's a magic boy.
I don't
I
know
don't
about
use it
that.
much, but
Yeah.
yeah.
we haven't talked a lot about how Hemlock's
handkerchief.
his handkerchiefs. Well, no, Hemlock can do like magic.
I don't know if that's
magic,
true.
but since you got your powers, you've had the ability to like do what is effectively magic for all intents and purposes. That had just become a part of like your natural inclination of how to interact with the world.
Just ham boning it down the street. Just how a ham bone.
Yeah, that's like
our
you kind of felt like this knowledge of like I can just do X, Y, and Z and cause this effect like all the time. Like that's something like
I like Neo from the Matrix.
a little bit, yeah. Like you can see the code.
Easy.
And it doesn't necessarily affect your personality in a negative way. You're just consistently like, I know this random ass thing I can do that'll cause this effect.
Yeah,
or
which
make
is great
this
because all of my spells are completely useless.
Yeah, I mean, you picked a bunch of stuff for like
my
making people
build
like.
was for
I was
friendship.
gonna say I don't understand.
Your bill
how
was
you
for
spent your
friendship, which was
talent point.
weird.
I respect.
You
for
got to
friendship.
respect, my dude.
I respect for diplomacy and friendship, and it's
And all you do is fight. Well, that feeling as you've walked through whatever this threshold is gone. You do not feel like if you wanted to cast a spell, you would know what physical act. Yeah, you would.
Please have that.
You
Faith.
can't ham bone now.
Please, God.
Your ham boning is gone. Your street magic is fine, but your ham boning is gone.
Oh, no.
pulling coins behind my ears, but I can't ham bone.
You can't. which would you be sadder to lose?
The
Yeah.
handkerchiefs. I don't want to lose the handkerchiefs.
That's true.
I'm
They're
gonna
the
kill
most
them one day.
Fuck.
No.
You pass through a little bit more, and you can hear the Byakhee walking behind you, like kind of keeping pace with you.
You hear the Byakhee walkie?
The Byakhee walkie. That's right.
Yeah.
And then, Hemlock, you step through what feels like another threshold, and as you do, your vision changes to the point where, like, because it was dark, it was like sheer darkness, you were just kind of passing through. Now you're in, like, a space, and it looks like, and I really don't know how else to describe this, it looks like you've just walked into, like, a conference room.
Oh, I've had this nightmare before.
There's a long rectangular table made
Is this
of...
the casting couch room. I don't know.
Oh no.
No. Well,
We all know how that ends.
Oh, yeah.
you better roll for friends with benefits.
Seduction.
You better roll to see if we can get you other work if we send this video to the right producer.
I have to pay out my student loans.
No, it's along like a conference room in there's a window, right? And if you look out the window, it looks like we would think of as like a modern city street. Like you can see other buildings and trees and
Like modern in the
like
world
our
there?
world.
Oh,
Yeah, like
fuck.
our
Oh,
world.
Weird. Okay.
Um,
I don't like that.
Ew.
It's ugly.
yeah. No, it's not cool.
Oh.
In the center of this room is a long rectangular table. It looks like it's made of wood, but also like it looks cheap. I don't know how the belly balanced out, but it looks glossy.
It has that liqueur on top. That
Yeah. Like maybe it's made of particle board or something. Like it's not a very nice table, but
So,
it's a long table.
this is a conference room table from our time. I'm assuming
Yes, it's a conference room table from our time.
our reality.
It smells like an office in here. You know that office smell? Like you're kind of like, I smell
I
toner.
do. I don't know if
It smells like yeah. Well, you Jeff know what hemlock smells is sort of like the smell after a lightning storm mixed with like paper.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's accurate.
yeah. You're not alone in this room. Sitting at the head of this room is a
Bats are wearing suits.
Please let them be bats and suits.
yeah. The bats are. It's a couple of bats.
Yes.
Two of them seem to be like looking at papers, and one of them is standing up with their back turned to you. They're very nice looking suits, but their wings protrude from the back, like because they have wings. And then you hear this one bat in the corner going, "Yes, I understand." Yeah, and then he turns and looks at you, and this bat has enormous bifocals. Yeah, and then the bat goes, "Yeah, he just walked in. He just walked in."
Oh.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
Is he on Bluetooth?
Oh.
Well, he has a little gem that's in his
he's
ear.
been, like with his friends.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
And he goes, "Yes, I'll talk to him." Yes, he's got it's blue and orange. Does that matter? It doesn't.
Also, it is downstairs too.
Okay. Well,
Oh, hey.
he says it's downstairs too. Does that matter?
Let's match the drapes.
It does. Okay, we'll administer the test then. Okay. All right. Okay. Gotta go. I'm going through it. Okay. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. What is happening?
You must be and he points at one of his assistants. He's like, Hemlock Jones. You must be Hemlock Jones.
Yes. What? Where? Why?
Oh, well, this is we like to call this the conference room.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously.
Yes, I have a name that you probably couldn't pronounce, but most people who come in here typically call me the Arbiter
Okay.
with the word bat.
Who am I
right in it.
fighting with?
Our batter.
Arbiter.
Arbiter.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, you thought it was funny then too.
Yeah.
Have a seat, and he motions for you to sit down.
I guess.
And then he takes a seat on the other end of the board table, and the other bats there are
I feel
taking
like I'm not dressed appropriately. for
furious
this
notes.
Situation.
Uh,
Well, I didn't know what your dress code was.
yeah, we get it. We get it. Yeah, we kind of we pulled you off where we could get you. It happens. The Arbiter goes, okay, perfect.
Because at this point, I've been existing in a holodeck of sorts, so I'm just down with whatever.
Yeah.
You're down with whatever.
Nothing is real. Nothing means
If it
anything.
means anything, I'm gonna wake up.
And then the Arbiter goes, so I really am sorry we had to pluck you out of that little illusion thing you were dealing with. It was
Are my friends okay?
yeah, I mean we didn't do anything to them specifically.
That's not exactly the type of answer that you look for to a question.
Oh, well, what I mean to say is the law didn't demand that we do anything to them, so they're fine.
Okay.
From a law perspective, they're fine.
Legally, they won't get sued.
Legally, they're fine.
Okay.
Wink.
But as you know, now is about the time that we have our annual little sit down.
I don't know who you are, nor have I ever been in this room before. I have no clue what you were talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
And then he turns to one of the other bats,
Get some coffee or like a water.
and then he goes like, "Yeah, sure. Batrum, can you go get him some coffee and ask Bet Linda if the guy who delivers the croissants got here today?
Hey, is there someone here named Bartholomew?
Yeah, he works in the mailroom."
I was just curious.
So they're kind of conferring with each other for a second and doing various office tasks, and one of them seems to be like going through a bunch of records. And while that happens, Salt,
Yes.
So you've watched your friend Hemlock disappear into the darkness.
Walk away with a bat.
You don't know where he went.
I always knew he'd leave us for a Batman.
I knew that he liked Batman more.
He has that vibe.
You are on the edge of the staircase looking down into the pit. The bat creatures are fully gone. Caitlin has dropped a rope down to pull Ellen out, and now she has scrambled back up to the top. So it's you, Caitlin, and Lewent and Ellen just at the edge of this staircase. And Ellen goes like, I don't think he's dead. It would be weird if he was dead, right? Because it'd be weird if he was dead. He's not dead. Lewent looks to you, Salt, and goes, so what? I mean, what should we do, Salt? Should we go find him, or what do you think?
Well, how much do you like your freedom?
I like it very much.
Then no.
Oh, well, that doesn't bode well for my brother.
I'm somewhere where I don't know where I am.
I mean, I'm sure he's fine.
Ellen looks up the staircase, like basically going up, and it goes up for quite a ways, and then it seems to have like a bend in it, like it turns, and then Ellen basically says like, I think we might be near the end of this place. Maybe if we can head up, and Talgon will meet us with an army of bats or something.
His bad army.
Yeah, his bat army. That might happen.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's as likely as everything today.
I mean, I hear they like clothes, so a suit of any kind, irresistible.
They all three look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Read a book. God.
That's where clothes. Read a book.
And they like suits. Fuck.
So you're going to proceed up the staircase for a little ways.
Yeah.
You go up the stairs for a little while, and as you're walking up, you start feeling
Farty.
no.
Gassy.
Well, sort of. So you're getting this feeling as if like something really bad happened in this hallway.
Okay.
It's like as you round the stairs, they go back up towards what you would realize is where the span of the bridge was, but much higher. And the closer you get up this flight of stairs, which is just like there's stone steps carved in with like torches on the wall. The higher up you go, like the worse you feel. Scared, but also like angry.
Oh, I've seen ghost hunting shows. I know what it's like.
Yeah. So yes, you're definitely getting like a vibe.
Yeah.
Like the vibe is off
Vibes off. I get it. Yeah.
as you're going
I
up to
sense
this
sadness.
place. And then
Your aura is dark.
the aura is dark. And as you get to the top, you see that by the door, there's a huge door that is kind of cracked open, and by the sides of the door are a couple of dead guys.
Super.
That would be the thing.
Both of them are dressed in the Celestian armor.
Are
And
they?
they just look like they've been stabbed, otherwise injured, and they're just laying there.
Ouchie. Question.
Okay.
Are their guts out?
Yeah, are their guts out?
Yeah, are their guts out?
Their guts are, I mean, they haven't been disemboweled, but yeah, you're basically just like, if you want to reach in and get yourself a prize,
If you want to get all up
Yes.
in them guts.
if you want to get up in them guts, that's
Get
a
up in them
possibility.
guts.
I mean,
Them cakes. All about them cakes. They died with their weapons in their hands. Both of these seem like they might have been dragoons. They have the long lances. They're just kind of at their sides. Caitlin has walked up and is like examining them. Well, it doesn't look like a weapon did this. This looks like it was maybe a claw or something. So that's, and then she turns and looks directly at Lewin, and she goes, "That's fun, huh?" And he's like, "No, it's not. It's not fun at all."
but it is variety.
Yeah.
And,
Spice of life.
Yeah.
and then you feel Ellen bring her hand to her eyes.
God.
And then she goes, I think we need to get through this next door." And then she goes up and she starts pulling the door open.
Alright.
And then Lewin kind of like gets himself into what he thinks is a battle pose.
which is what exactly?
He brings up two of his hands like this, like ready for finger guns.
Oh.
Does he trace it like this?
He does. He does trace it back and forth. And Caitlin just kind of looks at him and is like, yeah, that's...
It's like,
And he goes, is this anything? She's like, sure. And then
working.
she stands on the opposite side of the door and like pulls out a sword. And then the door fully opens. Salt, you can see within because it's a double door. So the left side is still shut because that's where Caitlin is sort of hiding, like to an altar of some kind. You can see like the flat part of it. In front of that is not a window, but like it's an open area.
okay.
It looks like it leads out. You can see like the other cliff where the entrance to the library is, and then you can actually see like the spider stretch woods like in a long distance. You think maybe you see what looks like a blip of light in the distance. So maybe that's the town.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, it's kind of in bad shape right now, but it might be the town a little ways away. You are looking out of a ledge to the skyline of this area. You've reached the top, basically.
Awesome.
Drop me off at the top.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Actually, I would like to do a quick Yui and
A quick what?
Yui.
Oh, you want to go back down?
No, not down. Just to these dead soldiers. I want more information.
Okay. What kind of what would you like to do?
Interrogate them.
What
You know.
what do you intend to find out?
Mostly, if I could wear their armor.
If you could wear their armor.
If it looks good.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Tell me your secrets. 7.
What's your investigation score?
Probably not great. Oh, I got +4.
So 11?
Yeah. That's still bad, but yeah.
You take a glance over at these dead dragoons, and you hear some pretty fearsome yelling inside of in the chamber. And Caitlin kind of looks. She doesn't give a shit, but Ellen looks a little bit unnerved by this behind the door, because it just sounds like someone like being tortured in agony. Looking at this dragoon's body, trying to find basically like something on it that you can wear. The breastplate, like the chest part of it, it is composed of like these light interlocking plates.
I like.
That you might be able to detach and put on, if you wanted to take a second because these guys are meant to jump up high and land. Their armor is probably lightweight but very durable. So if you wanted to snake some of their armor,
I think I must snake some
picturing,
armor.
Like you're like the Hound in Game of Thrones when he's putting the dead guy's boots up to his.
This is like, yeah, is this going to be useful? Yeah, no.
Kill some guy that takes his shoes.
I really hope it's shiny. I really hope the breastplate's shiny.
give me a second.
Yeah, okay.
I have to.
whatever.
I have to give you this now. Give me a second. Salt, you now have AC 13.
Woohoo.
You are benefiting as if you were wearing a chain shirt. So you have armor class 13, and it counts as light armor.
Damn.
So write down that you have dragoon
Light
armor.
Okay.
To fix that.
Spoils of war.
You look inside the breastplate, and there's a photo of his wife, and you're like, "Fuck this."
I don't need this shit.
She
And yeah,
throws
so you
it and then does the blast. Light it on fire.
And so you quickly pull on the chain shirt. The dragoon's armor, you peel it off of him. It looks like, weirdly enough, the armor is undamaged, though this guy was definitely hurt under the armor.
Uh-oh. So what you're saying is maybe this is not going to be useful to me.
Well, now you have AC 13 while you're wearing it.
I mean,
So that's good. It's also write down that it has resistance to piercing damage. So like if someone attacks you with a piercing attack, it would do half.
right. Like,
It's
come
not
at me
natural.
from the inside.
If they come at you from the inside, then they're piercing outward, or as I like to call it, chest bursting.
Yes.
It's different.
As is well known.
Salt, you have armored yourself, which is fun.
Yeah.
And you are ready to move on through our fun little holodeck adventure area.
I think I'll set up camp here for a while. No, I'm gonna just trot right back in,
All righty, you trot right back in,
looking shiny.
and as you walk into this chamber, you see a bunch of shit. by the way. anyway.
Oh shit.
Excellent.
So like you saw from the door, there is an altar, and standing at the altar is Viol. And obviously you can see the gigantic spectral figure like floating over him, which, I mean, it literally just looks like it's standing behind him on like a platform or something.
Okay.
But it can cut through the environment. It can clip through the environment
Right.
because it's not really there. They are facing the wall to the left, and on the left side of the wall, you see a number of people strapped to it by tendrils. And these aren't like the ones that Wren saw that were energy. These ones are real.
Ooh.
And they are moving, like if you trace your eyes, and they're leading like to what looks like the trunk of an enormous tree in like a back left corner of this room.
Damn it, another tree.
There's a couple of soldiers, a couple of Celestian soldiers. One of them is for sure Naya Maximus, because you can see her like just chained up with her arms like against the wall and her head down.
This is not for you. I'm not trying to look like you.
And also, weirdly enough, along this wall kind of curves around to the edge. Near the head of it is the red one, also stuck to the wall. Not all of them are, and they're writhing in agony. And the red one equally, as Viol kind of holds out their hand and is draining like what looks to be beams of purple energy from them
Right.
and touching the altar. What do you want to do? This pretty wild scene.
Yeah. So I'll turn to Ellen, who seems to be the most competent among us. And Ellen, it seems like that altar has something to do with this whole setup. And I think if we disrupted that, whatever the fuck is happening here would have to, pause for a minute, which might be to our advantage.
And Ellen goes, that seems like a good plan. And
Cool.
then she unsheaths her claw weapon.
Yeah, do it. Get it.
Then also she pulls out like a small pin and puts it on her wrist, and it unfolds into her shield.
Tight.
Holy shit.
It's just like, let's do this.
Somebody make fan art of her.
Seriously, oh my God.
And then so like
in the background with big eyes.
Mommy.
So proud.
Ellen charges in, and then Caitlin is waiting for you to take your big step in.
Sure. I'm going to charge in some magic.
Are you going to say anything dope as you do?
It depends on how successful it is.
Sounds good. Roll to Eldritch Blast. 2 times.
That's obviously.
Yeah, I guess you're trying to shoot Viol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 5.
Well, that didn't do it.
12.
That did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what dope shit do you say?
It's not often.
Oh.
It's not often that salt gets
Fine.
it's not often that salt gets to do it before the kill.
Looks like someone's on the Barbie.
Caitlin's like, what? You fire 2 Eldritch Blasts. One of them passes right by Viol and into the darkness, but another one gets him like right in the face.
Yeah.
And he takes 13 points of damage.
Ooh.
He turns towards the door, and he sees Ellen rushing in with her claw weapon.
Uh-oh.
And he manages to raise up his hand very quickly, and from the ground sprout some more of those tendrils that immediately grab onto Ellen's feet, and she hits the ground.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Viol points back towards the red one, and a beam of light shoots out of the red one, and it looks like it's charging into a spell into Viol's right hand.
Oh, he's charging his laser.
He's charging him a fireball.
Oh, man.
Wren,
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, shit.
you are here.
Hello.
So you are just basically in the orchestra pit, still looking at the stage. Naya is like lifting people to their feet and making sure they're okay. Ellen has gotten up, and she's run over to you and given you another big hug. She's like, "Oh my God, what is this?" And then she looks at what you're wearing. She's like, "Is this what you do after school?"
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have a talk.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Maybe you give me some tips.
Yeah, I'd be like, I know your shit.
Yeah.
She tries not to smile when you say that. She just gives you another big hug.
Yeah.
And Caitlin walks up to you and she goes, "Well done, Miss Steffens." Or should I say, interim home ec club president.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Miss Steffens. And then as soon as she says that, the door bursts open and Dell runs into the auditorium. She's like, finally! She runs over.
The curse is broken.
Well, no, I think what had happened was she's been trying to get into the auditorium.
Oh, okay.
Either or.
But the door bursts open and then Caitlin looks back and she's like, never mind.
Oh.
Dell is like running past people. And she gets over to the front. And she's like, Wren, you're okay.
Yeah. Let's hug.
Can
So you say, let's hug.
Yeah, let's embrace.
And then Dell's like, oh, I mean, really? Okay.
No, what? That's weird. Get away from me, you freak.
She goes like, you guys walked into that bubble in the center of the building and then you were just gone.
Oh,
Like, you just
really?
disappeared.
Damn.
Yeah. I didn't see where you guys went.
Oh.
And then from the side of the stage comes down Lily and Rexon, and they're like trying to sneak past as everyone's talking over what has just happened. It's a pretty like everyone's sort of coming to their senses. And
Can I point them out
yeah.
so people look at them and they
Yeah.
get freaked out?
Yeah.
Hey, you two. What's
then-
the good word?
And then Rexon's like, what do you mean? Good word. Lily just stands completely still with her eyes wide.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm a tree. And she closes her eyes real tight. They're very high.
Yeah. And then I'm like, back over here, folks. Those guys are.
How did it go in there? I'm guessing fine because you're out here now. Not so good.
Nah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where's Fizzy?
You.
you'll find that's the answer to a lot of
I'm just.
questions.
And I'm guessing Salt and Hemlock are pretty much
Yeah.
Del, chalk this down as a code. I'm not gonna chalk this down as anything. Wren, where are they? Where'd they go?
They're still in the play. Still in the place. We got separated because I did my own thing because I'm kind of a maverick. You know?
You are kind of a maverick, yes.
Yeah.
A lone hero,
Hell yeah.
fighting for truth and justice.
Going. Stop.
I can hear through your little pen.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I hold
hear
the
everything.
recorder so they can't.
Yeah. Fuck
That
off,
report they come back.
man.
It is at this time you notice that like the bisecting wall on the stage hasn't changed in a little while. It's still been
Stuck on that scene.
yeah, of the spectral figure kind of looking towards the camera.
like Jim from The Office.
Just frozen.
Yes. And it is at this point that Naya has walked up to the edge of it and is looking at it, and she reaches out to like touch it. What do you want to do?
I want to walk over there and investigate with her. But can I walk up to her and go, name? Oh, no, she's not going to know that because that was in the play. That wasn't real life.
What?
Remember when I pretended to be the bouncer when she
Oh,
to the
yeah, you can try. She wouldn't get that reference.
yeah, never mind,
that
never
wasn't
mind.
that wasn't real.
it was real to me.
It was really it was funny. You get up to the bisecting wall. She notices you and she was like, "Thank you for freeing me from the chair." And then she's
Yes, hello, equal. What are we looking at here?
Hello, equal.
Here.
Hello.
she says, "It appears as if someone has created a portal to a demiplane right here on this stage." And she walks around to the side to take a closer look at like basically one of the corners, like at the edge of the stage. Make an Arcana check to see if Wren understood any of what she just said.
Big lady said some words.
telling.
Well, I just realized this is that scene when someone asked like Data something.
I got 10.
What's your Arcana?
Ooh, I have my forms today. I have my
I
paperwork.
found them. That's good.
Plus 3. So 11.
Not bad.
You understood the word demi. It means half.
I'm all, you mean more? Demi more?
Yeah, she's
I mean,
still
Demi
hot, right?
Lore.
Oh God.
Did anyone
I got
else
it.
hear that joke?
No, I didn't hear.
Demi lore.
Add laugh track.
That'll do.
You got a whole audience out there, really. They should be.
I know.
yeah.
I should be cracking up.
The people are starting to leave this area to get to safety. Naya says, "This is a gateway to somewhere else. Obviously, when I cast that spell, I didn't expect him to
Go
into
in there.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
I expected him to go I expected him literally to blink out of existence. That seems to be what happens with creatures of his ilk.
What's his ilk?
Uh,
Not for. I mean, I know,
But for the rest of
but
the
for the people in the
people.
auditorium, maybe they don't know.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't care, we're leaving.
Bye.
you obviously, when he was in the room and you were conscious, did you feel that feeling of dread?
Always. Every time I face those guys, what does that mean?
She looks back at the screen and she says, those creatures are not of our plane.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, I know, right? Come
I mean,
on.
Fosetael has ensured that creatures that are not of this plane unnerve us.
That sounds like
I
he's in
feel it.
Supernatural. That sounds like he's in Supernatural.
What?
A disability.
Fosetael?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Cool.
I chose the name very specific.
I like
Good,
that name.
good.
Text it to me so I can name my druid that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Naya basically has said like that creature and similar ones like it, that feeling of dread is basically it shouldn't be here. Like it literally shouldn't be, it shouldn't exist. But its very presence like unnerves you because you are from here. You're from this plane.
Yeah.
And so Naya basically says like when I cast that spell, it should have just sent him to wherever he was from, but he went into this.
Apparently, he's rented an Airbnb.
Apparently he's just this plane.
Oh, well, good rates.
Yeah.
We can.
Close
It
enough.
is,
Good
especially
stuff.
now, yeah.
And then the bisecting wall changes. And it starts to like the edges of it start to lose their color and they start turning black. And they are shifting towards like the center until finally the entire screen is black. And there's this palpable sense of like that sense of dread. And then you notice that the edges of this shape are starting to curve inward, like back towards, like imagine like if you saw a TV screen and the corners of it just started pushing backward. And then eventually they keep pushing backwards until finally, sitting on the stage is a perfectly sheer black sphere, almost like a disc.
Okay.
And inside of it looks to be like a swirling like black smoke.
My death.
And you did look at your hand,
Yeah.
and what you noticed was what you have seen thus far, which is that empty space with no black shape in it. It's because it's in front of you.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Can I fill Maximus in on this?
We'll
all you
we'll
see.
say you do that while Hemlock gets his coffee.
Oh, God damn it.
So Hemlock, Batrim has set down a cup of coffee in front of you.
Thank you.
It smells fucking good.
Oh, is this an espresso?
He actually says like, yes,
That's like good coffee.
yes, it is. Wow.
I know George Clooney's really pushing it these days.
Hey,
Is he a bat?
it's got.
He does wear suits?
He did. He was Batman.
Not the
Yeah,
best
we work.
stuff.
I mean, like, I mean, I don't want to brag, but I do spend a lot of time in the break room with the espresso machine. If you know what I mean.
Well, it's showing.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Also,
I don't
what's
want
an
to.
espresso machine?
And then the arbiter goes, Batrim, please, we have to. Oh, sorry. So he sits down and then he goes, I'll ask Belinda where the croissants are. He keeps going.
That word is either. Okay, bye.
The you don't know what croissants are?
They're French.
Oh, that's right. Shit, I didn't think of that.
Croissants are a waste.
Oh man. Well, wow.
take.
It's gonna be like when you return to reality, you're not gonna be able to handle these baked goods.
No, I'm just like everything's so plain and basic now.
It's fucking bonkers. Okay. The arbiter goes, so we're in a bit of a I guess you could say an unusual situation because do you do you know where the gift of the elder is?
You'd have to start with a different question. I don't even know what the gift of the elder is.
And then one of the assistants is like, fuck. And then the arbiter goes, oh, it's fine. Shit. Okay, this is fine. Hey, this is fine. And he turns to the other bats in the room. He's like, it's fine, guys.
I quietly sip my coffee and sort of like scan the room with my eyes.
And there is a little bit of buzzing, like people are in like panic mode because they didn't anticipate this, and they're like, he's gonna have to see the you know who, and they're like, yeah, we know. Okay. So listen, Mr. Jones.
Please, Mr. Jones is my father. Call me Hemlock.
Okay, Hemlock, listen.
Kick him. Kick him.
You have an urgent appointment that we need to make sure that you keep at all costs. Unfortunately, though, you are not going to be able to. It's not going to go well right now if you just go there. So we kind of need to do what we would describe as a litmus test.
Look, I've been pretty. I sip my coffee. Hold on.
Yes.
He's gonna
Significant
sass
sip.
these bats.
Sass these bats.
Sassy bat
I
coming
need a
this
little bit
fall.
more context as to what's
Ooh, I'd watch
happening.
it.
Because look, I've been through 4.5 arcs of some pretty interesting stuff. And can you give me a little bit of background? I
So
look
okay,
out the window, and I'm trying to stop myself from going cuckoo bananas because.
For Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah, and because what is Cocoa Puffs? There's a big billboard outside.
Oh, you've never been to the Celestial Plane, huh?
No.
Oh shoot. Okay, well, let me explain. Your powers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how they work? What they are?
A ham bone in front of him.
What was that?
Well, usually something cool would happen, and by something cool, I mean something minuscule. And
Is that how it manifests for you?
I mean, that's how. I put my own spin on it.
So your powers are basically a blessing of Fosetiel. He gives them to his servants, and I guess yours are
Flary.
There.
flary. They're very flary, which is not something that he's normally down with, but whatever. Here's the thing. Normally when we have this meeting, you are able to cast the spell that allows you to stand in the Fosetiel's divine presence. And right now, you can't do that because your powers are off and you don't remember how to do that. So we are going to have to do a little test to kind of see if you can
Turn me back on and off.
kind of, yeah. We have to basically find that little reset switch in your magic, which is fine. We've had to do this a couple of times. Batram, go get the test stuff, and then Batram runs off out of the door to
study.
another spot. It's like, it's not that kind of test.
Like an eye exam.
It's a little bit like an eye exam.
I'm bad at those too.
Did you bring your weapons? You brought your weapons. You're good. Batram comes back in with a silver tray and sets it in front of you. No croissants on it.
Oh.
And on this silver tray are 3 objects. One of them is a key. One of them is a blank white card. And the other one is what looks to be a small silver dagger with a coiled handle.
Okay. What was the first item again?
A key.
Oh.
It looks like an old, like what you imagine a key looks like in a cartoon.
Gotcha. It's got like only 2 teeth on it.
Only 2 teeth, and it looks like it's made of like old
Copper.
tarnished silver.
Yeah.
All these objects look like they're made of silver, except for the card. The card is just white, plain white, like cardstock, but the edges are like gilded with silver.
Okay. I bite it and
Good enough.
Yep, this is real.
Yeah.
That was odd. So
That was a weird thing.
so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Just however the spirit moves you, pick one of these 3 items, and we will administer the test.
Are you sure they're not playing 3-card Monty with you?
There's only 1 card.
There's 3 objects, sir?
It's 3 card Monty.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know.
I'm going to go with the card.
Okay, you go with the
God,
card.
You and your street magic.
Take the sharp pointy thing.
Like,
Take the
that's
dagger.
All right, you pick up the card, and the arbiter goes, "All right, the card. We're in good shape, guys." And then everyone's like, "Yes, we're in very good shape." You might want to brace yourself.
Huh.
And then they step away,
But
and Hemlock, you blink, and when your eyes reopen, you are somewhere else.
What?
Nifty.
man.
And I will
Finally, the drugs are hitting.
tell.
You cracked your back and the old acid came out. Sorry.
That's good. I like it.
It stays there.
It stays.
Salt,
Yes, sir.
you have just blasted Viol with an Eldritch Blast. That would, I mean, it was a pretty good one.
That's pretty
Pretty big
decent. Yeah.
He's charging up a spell into his palm, And Ellen has been tripped and has fallen down as a result of tendrils having knocked her over. What do you want to do?
Okay, so what do I want?
Lewin hasn't run into the room yet, but he's still doing his little scanny.
Yeah, he's still
He's
out
just
there with his
standing there?
finger guns
Yep.
No.
guarding the door.
This keeps.
Here's the thing that I'm going to do that I don't want anybody to talk about ever again.
What?
What are you going to do? I quit.
Basically, I cast protection from good and evil on Ellen.
Wait, on who? I thought you could only cast that on yourself.
On Ellen?
No, it's anybody you touch.
She's cast it on us before.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, whoops.
Why didn't you want to say anything about it?
Because I don't like being seen as generous or nicer anyway.
None of us are there. These are all fake people.
Yeah. Okay. So you
I hear it over the pin.
and cast protection from good and evil on Ellen Steffens, which as soon as you cast that, the tendrils that were starting to grab her, they immediately dissipate.
Fuck yeah.
They're gone.
Nice.
And she's able to stand back up to her feet and she says, thanks. And it is at this time that Caitlin has run in and using her sword, she's like trying to hack at the tendrils that are tying people to the walls. And it's getting through, but it looks to be pretty difficult. And also, Lewin runs in. And he, his hands are glowing bright red, and he's charging towards.
Oh shit! It happened. It worked. Okay.
It looks like Viola's still just charging this spell. What do you want to do?
That can't be good.
Interrupt spell cast.
Yeah.
Kick! Counter spell!
Kick him.
Kick
Summon
him.
your fell hunter!
What's the totem that shamans have?
Oh shit!
I forget.
I don't remember either.
Dang it. Get that totem. Then the spell hits that.
Did they ever minimize the amount of totems that you?
I'm gonna cast mirror image.
You can't.
I can't. Am I out?
You are now tapped out of spells.
God damn it! That makes doing this nice thing even worse.
Yeah, so you are out of spell
damn it,
slots.
Hemlock.
All
You've
right, well.
spent your one casting protection on good and evil from yourself at the start of this,
Yeah.
which I mean, people can be upset that I haven't made you turn it off yet, but it's fine. Yeah, you're protected from good and evil. I guess it's been 10 minutes since you guys got to this building. But now Ellen is thusly protected as well. And now you're out of spell. You can cast your cantrips.
Yeah.
You have tons of those.
I do.
Most of them are damaging. Yeah, most of them are damn trips, as the kids say.
Well, I guess I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
All righty. You fire another couple of Eldritch Blasts. Roll 2d20.
Ooh, 6. Not a hit, I imagine. And 4. So I just shoot him off in either direction. I'm distracted.
You have cast this awesome couple of Eldritch Blasts. They both get close to Viol, and then each one of them, it's almost like because he can see them, he can affect them.
Bitch.
Both of them just kind of stop and dissipate when they get close to him.
What a fuck.
He finishes draining whatever energy he was trying to drain from the red one and holds up his hand. And then this wave of purple force comes flying out. And it hits Lewin first because Lewin has just been charging towards him at high speed. Lewin got a 1. Lewin is frozen completely in place. It looks almost like a purple crystal has encased him.
He's out.
Let's see what happened to Caitlin. Well, Caitlin also, as she's mid-hack,
Are you
gets
kidding
encased in this
me?
purple crystal. Ellen, she's partially encased, but not completely. Like her legs get encased. One arm and her head are still able to move. It looks probably like the spell that you cast is defending her.
How's she gonna do her Fortnite dances with?
I know. You need all the limbs.
Yep. Salt, make a
Oof.
wisdom saving throw.
Rude.
You're great at these.
2.
Okay.
2.
2.
Are you using a dice that only has 6 numbers on
I
it?
think I am. I think this is rigged.
You feel it on your feet first. It almost feels like you've stuck your foot into too many blankets. Like you just can't move it. But looking down,
Weird.
you see as like this crystal just starts encasing up your body. It goes up your legs and then wraps around your waist. And then once it gets to about your midsection, it stops. Stops just shy of that necklace that you got from the illusion originally. Where did you put that in your pocket or did you wear it?
I wore it.
Yeah, so it stops just shy of where the necklace is, and then kind of goes up your side to like your left shoulder, and then it also stops as well, similar to kind of how it worked with Ellen, most likely because you're protected from good and evil.
Right.
And then Viol, looking at you obviously you haven't been encased. Ellen's just struggling and trying to get up. Viol like cocks his head toward you, like Baka.
Baka.
All three of you did that to me at once, and it was frightening.
We've been practicing that for weeks.
Viol says, "I grow very tired of this interaction."
Yeah, me too, motherfucker.
Oof.
And by the way, the moment Viol started talking, it didn't sound like Viol.
Right.
And you say like, "Me too," and then he turns his head and looks at you and he goes, "I don't think you know the gravity of what you just said. Curious.
Bitch, what?
I believe our normal arrangement will not apply to this salt."
Suck my dick.
And then he
Just keep saying shit.
and then he raises his hand and he goes, your
Blast my head off.
Your trademark wit is always welcome." He raises his hand basically towards the altar. And this time, you actually can see something. Before it was just like the altar was like being charged with energy. But now you see kind of what he was doing. It looks like the spell that he was casting, it's growing out of the altar. It looks like a big wall is growing out of the altar. And in the wall, you can see Wren and Ellen and Caitlin and Dell just kind of looking directly at basically where you're standing. You're getting the sense that they're looking at the stage of the auditorium, which through context clues, that's what you're inside of.
Right. And I'm tapping my my walkie so that Ren can
People
hear
can know
me.
what's going on.
Yeah. So just like speak a little louder.
What did you say?
Say that.
Just wearing a wire.
And then he says, "I think that this time I'm actually going to get through it." And then he turns and stares at the bisecting wall again.
No.
Wren,
Yes.
you
I'm ready.
you are outside in the auditorium. The gigantic black sphere is in front of you. The one from all of your favorite dreams.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's in
And
concert. It's doing it. It's guys. It's doing a secret show
I'm
at the school.
so
Don't tell
scared.
anybody, but spread the word.
God,
Don't
it's
tell
amazing.
Don't tell. Am I right?
but talk to everyone about it.
The beats. Hey everybody, it's JoJo, the Dungeon Master for the Rolls We Made, because the real podcast were the rolls we made along the way. Thank you for joining us on episode 12 of the third act. We are almost at the end of this arc, and I am very, very excited. Yeah, this one turned out differently than I wanted. Just as a heads up, this was supposed to be the finale episode, but unfortunately, well, okay, that's not true. The recording where we did this was supposed to be the final recording of this arc, and sadly, I wasn't able to make everything happen such that we were able to finish because everyone had to go on their little solo adventures because they split up one more time, which is fine. At least it makes their whole adventure a little interesting and fun, but really wish I could have gotten through it because I'm excited. I'm excited for the what's coming next. I'm excited for the in-between arc. I'm excited for them to be able to pick up some stuff from Ozzel Notchbrow. I'm just excited that this idea worked out. I mean, not worked out, but this idea was something that I had in my head. I wanted to do an adventure where they were in a play, and I mean, didn't 100% know what that meant. I would probably make some changes if I went back, but I don't get to go back. I can only go forward. So that's fine. But hey, I'm just really happy at how this game's been going. It's also very late. It's about 12:15 when I'm recording this. So I'm exhausted. I'm teleworking, as a lot of people are, due to the current health
crisis, and that's good. It's good that I don't have to go anywhere and put myself at risk for that kind of stuff, but it's also kind of bad in the sense that I can get caught up doing my day job and I forget to take some time out to go, hey, you have a podcast to make, and I just forget to do that, which really, really stings. You know what it's time for? It's time for the ad. Folks, you know who supports this show. It's Legendcraft. That's right. Legendcraft, a Canadian woodworking business that specializes in making cool, nerdy furniture and accessories for all your tabletop games. You can head on over to legendcraft.ca to customize your own gaming table today. That's right, a table. And it's going to have all the stuff the table needs to have. 4 legs, a flat top, drink holders, a spot to store all of your various knickknacks for doing Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. Wait a minute, that's not what's in a normal table. That's because the table that you can get from Legendcraft is absolutely amazing. And they are expanding their lineup of cool nerdy products all the time. Legendcraft is getting started with their various Kickstarters for putting together really, really awesome stuff. One of them is the Magna Tracker, which is this wooden tracker for spells or health, and it's really beautiful, hand carved. It's got metal in it and it looks awesome. And they just announced the upcoming Kickstarter for the Vanguard. And you might be going, well, what's a Vanguard? I mean, what could that possibly be? I'll tell you what the Vanguard is. It's a super strong, super thin, super modular, super sexy magnet stick anywhere privacy screen. It's a modular wooden dungeon mastering screen. And I love the sound of it. Head on over to legendcraft.ca and pick yourself up some of the cool, fun, nerdy furniture that you love. You can use the offer code ROLLSWEREMADE at checkout to get 5% off your purchase. Get over there, get some cool stuff. Legendcraft. Start your own legend. The final episode of the 3rd act will begin November 20th. That's amazing. Took a long time. Took about in between. Well, actually, okay. So the 20th is going to be the final episode. The 27th is going to be patch day. And then December 4th is going to be the start of a mini arc that sees the gang doing something that I hope is really fun. And then there's only 1, 2, 3 arcs to go. Six seasons in a movie, as they say. Can't wait for that. If you want to support the show, the easiest way to do so, other than going and visiting our sponsors, is to tell your friends about us. We are available everywhere podcasts can be found. Have them sub to us, listen to a bunch of episodes. It really, really helps. And also you can tweet at us at the Rolls We Made, which is thank you so much. And have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. Bye.
What do you want to do?
The thing of nightmares is here, just in front of me. Did my therapist teach me any coping things besides give me that book about
Roll
the
for
bard
breathing
that I
exercise.
have?
Well, yeah, I don't know. You haven't had time to read. I would argue that like being in the presence of Naya has a calming effect.
Yeah, we're equals, right?
Well, no, I think she's actively like doing something
Oh, okay.
to kind of suppress
What's she doing?
some paladin aura type shit.
Okay, I don't
Some
have
paladin
that.
shit.
All right,
That.
what am I gonna do?
Caitlin is looking at this gigantic shape and she's like, "This seems problematic in
Yeah.
several ways."
Name that.
Yes. List them.
From
Ren-
worst to best.
Tell me, I shouldn't be able to just see this with my naked eye, correct?
Correct.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Dell, can you see this? She goes, mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Check. And Mom, are you seeing this?
Ellen is like flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Scared.
3 strikes, we're out. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Caitlin turns to you and goes, before you were able to just kind of walk in and get in there and do stuff. And then Ellen's like, you what?
Oh,
It's fine. She had a permission slip. Then she forged it. Look, can you try and, pop in there, maybe?
Oh, me.
Well, I have historically not been able.
Okay, before I go in there, I need you to give me one reassurance. Or wait, just tell me one that I'm going to be president, right?
And then and she goes,
Shh.
yeah.
That's what I do to
When you come back out, we will discuss how you can assume co-control of the home ec club. And then Dell's like, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to just
Hey.
take some weight off your shoulders, baby. Let's go. And then I
Yeah.
jump inside.
Yeah.
I just
You don't.
run. Okay.
You
Well, now
don't.
my cool
It
exit
was cool.
spoiled.
Yes, it was cool. With perfect comedy timing.
Damn it. Well, I'll take
The
that.
music was ramping up and everything. You jump into this shape, and it literally just feels like you jumped on the windshield of a car.
Ow.
Oh god.
It makes that nice clinky glass noise,
Okay.
and you fall on your bottom.
Oh, bottom.
And then Ellen's like, "Ooh, are you okay, hon?"
Sugar.
Naya looks at you and is like, "What was supposed to happen?"
I was supposed to just go into it. That's what always has happened. But it was never a black sphere. So wasn't
Well,
it purple before or green?
It was a green dome.
Yeah, green dome. So this is different. My teacher should have known that.
Yeah, she should
Hey.
have told you.
Kayla goes,
I was not prepared.
"My bad."
Oh, God.
Naya walks up to it and taps on it, and it just sounds like she's tapping on
We
glass.
could have done that.
Uh,
Jumped into it.
well,
Or
and,
you, like,
and then
sliding door
you say
right
that, and
into
Naya
it.
goes like, "Well, in your defense, I didn't know what touching it would do."
That's true.
So,
Yeah. I was just
was-
trying to look cool in front of this chick, no bigs.
No thanks. Naya looks over at Caitlin, and she goes like, "You don't remember this, do you?" And then Caitlin goes, "Not a bit. I've done a lot of drugs."
You don't just say that when you're on school grounds, teach. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Not that thing.
But now that I know that, I've got some cinnamon wine burn that's going to blow your socks off.
Ooh, hey.
Naya says like this spell, this thing that creature was casting. Do you know what it did?
No.
Make a spout lore.
Yay.
Yes, spout some lore all over this fucking.
Remember,
I'm all
remember, even if Emma doesn't know, Wren might.
14.
Okay.
Right.
So, Wren, based on the context clues and everything you've done thus far, you've gathered that spell that the red one was casting, what it was doing is it was drawing energy from people and using it to basically like make this shape. Basically what it was channeling like their feelings into it and able to make this shape into something tangible.
So that now that it's not connected, it doesn't work.
Yeah, now that basically the red one is in there, the shape is basically complete. In order to like reopen it in some way, there would need to have to be some further connection made to it from out here using feelings of some sort.
Ooh.
Stare.
Does anybody have a lot of feelings out here? Anybody on their period?
Who here has feelings, right?
You convey that to everyone here, and they go like, and then Naya goes basically, "It's going to take more than that, Miss Steffens." And she looks at it and she goes like, "Someone is going to have to be connected to this." And I'm pulling up my sleeves.
I was
she
gonna
would-
say,
Yeah.
yeah, showing a vein, or you like putting it in?
Plug me in, coach.
I'm just pulling up my sleeves because my arms are warm.
Sure.
Before people were literally connected to this by a tendril of energy. I think very much one of us is going to have to do that. And I don't know how that's going to go.
1, 2, 3, not it.
And then she goes, "Well, obviously, Miss Steffens, I don't think you would be the one to do it."
Whoa.
Well, mostly because you're going to need to be the one to actually enter in.
Lucky
It's
you.
not this, it's
Yeah.
that. Am I right?
Yep.
Naya raises up both of her paladin hands.
Are those like paddles or
Are
something?
those different than?
And she places one of them on the giant crystal. And as soon as she touches it, it looks like the color is like the sheer darkness is changing back to olive and then
Oh,
turning more
such
green.
a beautiful color.
And she goes like, "I can't hold this for very long. So whoever is going to be the one to bridge the connection,
I'm ready. Wait.
it can't be
It
you,
can't be me.
Ren."
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a lot of emotions. Maybe I should-
Excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And then Naya goes like, "Who is it going to be, Ren?" Then you look over and you see
Oh, is this a telltale choice?
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
you see Ellen and Caitlin and Dell.
Oh.
And they're all kind of looking at you, like waiting to see what you're gonna say.
Mom?
And she goes, honey?
You want to step up a little bit? You ready to get back into your old adventuring days?
Then she looks over at Naya. Naya kind of glances over at her like, this is as good a time as any.
Yeah.
And Ellen goes like, I guess so.
Okay.
And she climbs onto the stage.
I
And
love you, but
Nothing.
nothing.
she says, I love you too, honey.
Okay, cool.
And
The emotion you need.
she walks
Yeah.
she walks over to Naya, and Naya reaches out her hand, and then Ellen grabs it.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately Naya's eyes glow white, Ellen's eyes glow bright white.
Oof.
And then she says, now, Miss Steffens, cast the spell. Everybody loves me.
Everybody loves me. Whap. There's some scrolls in this house. There's some scrolls in this house.
You start casting your calm emotion spell
Yeah.
again, because that seems to be what interacts with this thing.
Yeah.
As you do that, it basically looks like a tendril of energy starts forming from the giant black crystal. But this one is like translucent white as opposed to like the purple as before.
Mm-hmm.
It winds around Naya's like shoulders, and then it reaches over to Ellen, and when it gets to her, like it just starts like entangling her over and over again. And like she eventually, it looks like she's just being held in place by it. She doesn't look like she's in pain.
Yeah.
It's very stable.
Because it's white.
Yeah.
So it's a good. It's a good. Tentacle, right?
It's being filtered through Naya.
Okay.
The darkness of this sheer shape is starting to fade away back to green. Caitlin says, I think now's the time.
You know
You're gonna
what?
have to hop
You
in.
Just be quiet.
Okay, well, you can do it.
I love you.
You jump back in again. And this time you do pass through pretty easily.
Cool.
And-
Can I land in a superhero like a Marvel?
Well, now you're passing through that white space. Our favorite space of all the spaces.
Here we go. Where is he?
Oh, he's just standing there and he's like, well, you found a way back into this one, eh?
I did. I can't quit it.
I can't quit. Hey,
can't get
you know
enough.
what? You keep trying to get direct, but you're needed on stage.
I know. I know.
Well,
Question.
answer.
Is there any way I could kind of like somewhat talk to the big Fizz when I'm in here?
That's a good question.
Can you answer it?
Let's find out.
The big fizz.
Roll
Big Fizz.
roll plus persuasion.
+4, so 15.
Hey.
So 15. Okay. So Genuine goes, I think we can pull him in for one quick chat.
Oh no, I mean at any time, or does it can only be now?
Oh, right now, because
no,
we're in kind of this weird exterior space.
Yeah, okay.
Genuine looks like he reaches out his claw and pulls something. He doesn't grab anything, but as he does, Fizzy literally just slides into frame
Okay. Whoa, that was.
and looks really confused and is like, hi, Wren, what's up?
What are you doing?
I'm basically watching the end of this.
I mean, can you give me some spoilers? How it's I need some help. You know, sometimes the assistant director needs help from the actual director, and I feel like you're not giving me shit. And this could go to the academy. You know, you want to?
I don't want to think about that right now.
Yeah. Well.
Listen, okay. So you're basically asking Fizzy for some tips on this final encounter.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some cheat codes or
Game shark
something.
here.
Yeah, I'm game shark.
Okay. She says, Fizzy says, okay. I got it.
Yes?
Give me 1 second. And Fizzy runs out of frame,
God damn it.
then runs back into frame
Okay.
and hands you something.
What is this?
And it's a small, it looks like a perfectly shaped, like diamond-like crystal. And she goes, this is from the tank.
the tank.
I'll take a
Remember the tank?
Oh, the tank.
Yeah.
The big ball.
The big ball.
Okay.
Trust me, you're going to need this.
Yes.
And it's going to be super cool. if you
Okay.
use it right.
How am I supposed to use it right?
You'd realize I can't give you that much information, right?
Yeah.
Me, the DM.
I know. This is just a banter we're having.
Fizzy goes, I gotta go.
Oh,
Does Fizzy have like a
Give me
little
a-
director's chair and like a little studio that
That
she's
he just
watching all
sits
this? Is she sitting in front of some monitors? And she's got the dailies?
He is.
with just like freaking.
Yeah, Fizzy,
headphones on.
Fizzy is pulled out of frame and then genuinely goes, hot diggity dog, I'm gonna love this.
You're gonna love what?
Well, just wait. And
Yeah,
then
there-
Wren,
Gives me a case for this thing. It's just some
I know, just a big
explosive.
ol'
yep. So yeah, you're gonna be passing through that liminal barrier in a second. But while that's happening, Hemlock.
I'm just sipping my coffee.
No, you're not.
Oh no, that's right. I'm someplace new. Do I have my coffee with me still?
No.
Oh damn it!
Espressos, they're
Fuck.
small.
I'm
Man.
sorry, Hemlock. It's
But
taken
you
away.
do have to take a deuce.
Hemlock.
It's putting me to the bathroom.
When you open your eyes again, it's basically like you blinked and reopened your eyes, and you are in a starkly different scene than you were before.
I mean, that other scene was pretty.
You're in a crowded market.
Huh? Like our era?
Uh huh. Like no, like Springwallow.
Okay.
Oh,
Like the market.
phew. We're supposed to be in a fantasy
There are
world.
tons
Yeah,
of shops.
come on.
Okay.
And like you're kind of like it's very vibrant. Like all the shops are in these really nice tents of different colors, and they just line the row like down the street. You seem like you think like you're in like a plaza of some kind. There are people busking in the center, and also like some other shops in the center. Tons and tons of people.
I'm very at home.
It's very crowded. They're not socially distanced, but in this world there is no
This world is
overarching health concern. A few heavily armored guards are passing through the crowd. You recognize them as having Celestian coloring, but otherwise they are not accosting anybody. And as you're looking around, you see two things that sort of catch your eye. One of them is it looks like a dragonborn woman who is like sitting on the ground like in pretty disheveled clothing with with like a hat overturned like in front of her, like
Wow.
with some small coins in it. She's not talking or anything. She's just kind of sitting there. And the other thing you notice, and this catches your eye very, very quickly, is there's a shop that looks like it's closing up, which is weird because it's like the middle of the day, but who knows? It's closing up, and on the table for this shop is a dagger. It's actually kind of floating, like imagine a display stand, but there's no stand. It's just floating there. It's a translucent blue, almost like a sapphire blade with like a hilt, like a with an inlaid silver hilt. And it looks like this shopkeeper is like packing their stuff up and getting ready to finish for the day.
Mm-hmm.
And to your left and right, you feel two people walk up next to you. And they are two of those heavily armored guards. And they both look to you and they go, all right, so who's our lucky winner? And in your hand is the card. Quickly perusing it, you see it is an arrest warrant.
Oh.
Yeah.
For?
Doesn't say.
Does it say the reason for the arrest? It's just a blank check arrest warrant.
Sort of a blank check arrest warrant. I mean, looking down, you can tell that you're also in like a Celestian uniform of some kind.
Right. So I'm
Yeah.
this roll.
This is our trolley problem.
I don't want to arrest the Dragonborn lady. There's no reason to.
Uh-oh.
I just honestly, I mean,
Basically, the one of the guards goes like, "Yeah, just give us the writ. We'll go over and take care of whoever you want. You can go do whatever."
Lose your job.
Oh, what was that?
The heater.
Oh,
It kicks a little bit.
No one.
yeah.
Then both of the guards look at you and they go, "No one, eh?" And then they step out to the center, and then that's when you
I know.
tase everybody. No. The two guards step out, and they basically come around to like the front of you, and they go like, "Why do you say no one?"
We don't need to do this today.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
Inspiration.
18.
Hey.
Oh, snap.
Inspired.
Inspired. Dice kiss.
Chef's dice kiss. That's probably a bad.
And you said persuasion, so I probably have a bonus to that too.
I think so.
No, I don't. It's 0. So
All right then.
Okay. Did you want to cast
wonder
one of
if
your
that-
ham bone spells?
I'm not doing a charisma check though, right? This is not a.
Well, it's charisma based. It's all checks are attribute checks, but the bonus you add is different. So this would be a charisma check.
Because my friends is for the duration you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile toward you.
Oh yeah, so this would apply.
Okay. Can I use this towards whoever is the
Yeah.
aggressive?
Yeah, go ahead.
So
So you've also cast. So we'll roll with advantage.
Okay.
This is symbolic more than anything.
That's 20.
Well, shit.
You want to come roll mine for me?
No, I believe you. I believe you. No,
Sunday.
it's good.
Yeah.
Sunday, fun day, huh?
So it's you been sucking up all my good rolls.
I haven't rolled at all today. It's the first time.
The guard goes, very well. And then they reach out for the writ and they take it and they crumple it up and drop it on the ground. And then they turn back towards the crowded market district and they raise up their hand and it immediately fades away back to our fun boardroom full of bats.
Cool.
It is cool. And they're all going, yes, we did. Yes. Oh, man.
This is like the NASA,
Yes!
the NASA room when they.
So good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have liftoff. The arbiter goes, well done,
Thanks.
Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
I know that's your father's name.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I'll take it now.
Well, I think we've seen everything we need to see clearly. A fine servant of the law. And then the arbiter walks back over to the corner and taps his little, I would say Bluetooth, but it's red, his red tooth.
Okay.
And he goes,
It's
an
actually
actual-
a dragon's tooth.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an actual tooth.
yes, he's ready. Yes, I will send him in straight away. Yes, I'll have them on Monday. They're not
Is
ready.
I right?
I have to wait for the reports to come. Listen, I'm going to be, he knows you're coming. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. Stay beautiful. Stay classy. You're good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
Ooh.
I'm sending him in to see you now. I'm sending you. And then Batram and Batlinda walk over and they're like, yeah, just come this way.
Okay.
They walk you out of the conference room and down another long hallway where there are cubicles with bats in them.
I have a goal for where I want. And it is an office
Same.
with a bunch of bat.
In suits.
And there's a very nice pebbled glass door. And on it, it just says Falsetial in very nicely stenciled letters. So when you go in, you're going to want to take off your shoes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Don't take off your shoes.
Okay.
You're going to want to. It's going to seem intoxicating.
Okay?
Don't take off.
Don't
your
take
shoes.
off my shoes.
It will break bad.
Okay, so fight my
Fight
dark
your natural
impulses.
instinct to take off your shoes.
Whoa.
Have a good meeting. And then the two bats walk away.
I really want to take my shoes off now.
I know. Right?
There you
It's
go.
intoxicating.
Yeah, it's
You
like-
wouldn't even think of it because they said it.
Don't think about elephants.
Don't think about elephants.
think
Ah, shit. Now it's all I can think about.
Damn it.
I feel so claustrophobic.
The handle of the door, seeming of its own accord, twists, and then the door starts to push open. And as it pushes open, you realize that it just looks like a wall of light.
I gingerly walk in.
You gingerly walk into the wall of white light,
Yeah.
as happens in our game more often than not.
Okay.
As you walk into the gingerly, you realize that it's similar to before. Like you basically blink for a second, and then you open your eyes, and you are standing in a large open space, and you realize you are standing what looks to be like on a lake, or maybe like a huge body of water. You go, yeah. But as you look down, sure enough, you're just standing on the water.
Cool.
And your feet are like your shoes are a little bit submerged,
Okay.
but not completely.
I really want to take these off.
I know you really want to take them. I told you.
What's the temperature in this room?
What's your favorite temperature?
Like, I'd say like 68 degrees.
68
that's so
degrees on the
good.
dot.
Good.
Exactly 68.
You can wear shorts if you want to.
But you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear shorts. That's the key. It is a beautiful, beautiful, bright, sunny day. But
Here
quickly,
in the water.
well, no, it's like you're on the surface. But glancing around, you don't see the sun anywhere.
Oh.
It looks like the sun should be out, like it's a bright, sunny day, You don't see the sun fucking anywhere.
Sun object permanence.
Sun object permanence, yes.
What?
And then in the distance, you see a shape start rising into view. The shape is, it's like a torso.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a humanoid torso.
Is there a head on it?
There is a.
Is it just a torso?
There's a head on it.
Ah!
Yikes! It's not even clothed. No.
Not even close.
It's a tremendous, it's torso made out of it looks like metal plates, like golden metal plates.
Oh, is
Crap.
that
Thousands upon thousands of them. That based on where you are, they are fucking cosmic horror big.
This is just the robot man at the pier.
Yeah.
I'm the silver man
Silver man.
or the bush guy.
And
Oh no, the silver man.
and then at the top of it there is a head that does not have features. It is like a sheer like golden not sphere, it's like an oblong shape with a long point that kind of looks like a beak.
This is some Neon Genesis Evangelion looking shit right now.
It has 4 arms
Yep.
that all end in hands, and it rises up, and then it looks down, and you can hear it moving, which I think it sounds like metal moving at the same time, like a loud clanging, but really, really far away. And then it starts to speak. And here's the thing. I don't know what Hemlock's real name is. I, the dungeon master, don't.
Right.
This thing does.
Oh no.
And that's what it says in your mind. It says Hemlock's actual name. I have no idea what it is.
What was that one thing? There was like a show or a comic or something where you don't know the character's name, and that's like the whole. Oh, the Doctor. I'm like Doctor. I'm like Doctor Who.
You know, the one you probably never heard of.
It's in the goddamn name.
This is the face of Bo. It knows my real name.
Maybe that's your name, the face of Bo.
Yeah.
All one word.
And make a quick religion check.
Oh shit.
I think you need, with advantage, actually.
Okay. Well, that's a 2. So
Wow.
that's an 8. Do I have a plus to religion?
I wonder if you do.
I
'Cause
hope so.
it would be really good for me.
I have plus 2 to religion, so it puts me at a 10.
Okay.
Right in the middle. Okay.
You know that what you were looking at is the classical description of the god Fosetael.
Which kind of sounds similar to an angel description.
From Diablo 3,
Yeah.
maybe.
The patron saint of Celestia, so it sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
Deckard K.
He says, once again, the law has brought you before me. And once again, this bargain tires me.
Sorry?
And he hearing your voice, hearing the trepidation in your voice, he actually cocks his head and he goes, sorry. There is no sorrow here. And then he reaches out one of his super long hands to cast a shadow over you. As it does that, you feel immediately very, very cold.
Oh, that's not good. It's supposed to be 68 degrees here.
What an asshole.
It is.
It is.
And then it brings its hand back, and it goes back to being 68. You kind of feel like it was doing something
Okay.
as it passed its hand over you.
Did it remove my trepidation?
No, it did not. It's still there. Probably more now, actually, because you realized how fucking big this thing is. It didn't even have to shift where it was sitting to put its hand over you.
I'm going to get bored right now. This isn't good.
There's
Oh,
still
no.
Oh, it doesn't have a mouth. Never mind.
You're fine.
Wait a minute. I could imagine a mouth.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We could do that.
This looks like a persona monster.
Yeah. And then it goes, this is curious. You have no context for being here.
No, not at all. I've been trying to keep pretty chill. The staff you have back there are all pretty great.
And then
Coffee is good.
The coffee's great.
Fosetael says, yes, well, this is weird because it's kind of casual.
I know you guys are just vibing.
He's make an insight check really quick, actually.
Why is he vibing?
7.
Plus
2. So no.
You can read one from whatever that one is. The insight one. Read a person.
The empathy one.
Yeah, empathy.
It's weird in the context that this is like a god, and I'm going to ask.
Well, you're hearing him talk.
Right.
How do they feel?
They're all kind of good.
They will all give you some level of cosmic insight.
Okay. What do they want me to do?
You're getting the sense that like they're here for a purpose. Like they're talking to you for a reason, not just because they wanted to like fucking take a meeting. Like
Right.
they have to talk to you about something.
We have to talk about your annual report.
They want you
TPO.
they want you to do what you're supposed to do when you come to this conversation.
But I don't
But they're frustrated because you don't know what that is.
I didn't take my shoes off.
And Falsetto looks down and goes, okay, so we're not starting from zero.
Again, good staff. Gave me a heads up.
Gave you a heads up, thank God. Yeah, he's like, I'm not okay. As much as I would just like to, I am bound by the law to not tell you why you're here. But I can grant you the boon that you needed when you arrived. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you the rest of this meeting to commence as normal.
None of those words made sense.
They will in time.
Okay. He says,
Salt.
He says,
Danielle.
so,
I mean, at this point, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Very well.
Real big.
I'm here. Yes.
I'm not in any position.
Gains, bro. Do you even lift?
Don't skip leg day.
I don't have to. I have 4 of those too.
God damn.
This isn't my first rodeo of new and exciting things, so I'm down with what needs to happen. I really just need to get back to my friends because there's some stuff popping off, and whatever I need to say or do to make that happen, you just let me know.
And then he says, hold up your hand.
Which one?
The one without the mark from the merchant.
Oh.
Merchant, is it?
Handhole?
Falsetto brings their 4 enormous hands together. And there's this brilliant white and gold sphere that starts forming. And the sphere extends out toward you like with a beam. And then it looks really huge from far away. But as it gets closer, like it gets like small. And eventually it just lands on your palm. And it doesn't hurt. It kind of feels a little warm. And then he goes like, it is done. I will return you to where you left. It's a handhole.
God damn it.
I have another handhold?
Well,
full of holes.
well,
Getting marked by deities.
Don't-
Shit.
don't worry. This one's different.
Aw.
New
You,
handle.
he-
I know you got fancy new one. I don't got shit.
Falsetto raises up their hands again and sort of makes the motion like they're pushing, and you feel as if something is pushing you backwards, and it goes really Hemlock. You go fucking really
I
fast.
need the instruction manual.
It's intuitive.
I'm not.
That's
You
what
feel
Apple
like you're
thought.
flying backwards. As you're being pushed, like you see like Falsetto get smaller, and you see like the curvature of where you were standing.
You know what this scene reminds me of?
What?
That boss fight in Bloodborne where you're transported to the dream.
Oh yeah, no, that.
The lake.
Yeah.
Under the
Rom the
lake.
vacuous spider, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when your eyes reopen, you are on the staircase where Salt was just a moment ago before she went up the stairs.
The bat's here.
No,
All right.
no. But you got your little handhole. Got your new handhole.
Fucking great.
And then
Hell
this one you look down at the handhole and it shows, well, it's front of the hand. It's
like a
palm.
Fitbit.
Palm. It's like a Fitbit. This one, it shows Lewin. It shows young Lewin, and it shows young Lewin throwing their hand toward you with a knife in it.
Yikes.
What?
That's not cool.
Did Lewin kill Talgon?
Salt.
Bastard.
You bastard.
So here's what happens to you now. You are all stuck in place with this pink crystal.
But I am singing It's a Small World at the top of my lungs.
Well, it's only in the context of this, it's only been like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. since
Doesn't
these
take
three are
long.
having their little adventures. It does not take, no, it does not. It's a short song after all.
God damn it, get out.
Don't change the lyric.
They're sacred.
Yep. And so like Salt, this creature has turned its back to you. It does not, I mean, it just doesn't give a shit.
Bad idea, motherfucker.
Well, I did stop you in place.
And then you do shit.
What do you want to do? It's still as before, like everyone's kind of chained up in
Right.
different various crystalline forms.
Right. So I am going to I'm gonna Naya and
Naya's unconscious.
okay, not Naya, but but anyone who's still conscious.
person.
It would just be Ellen at this point.
Okay, Ellen. do you have any thoughts about its weakness or what the hell is happening so that we could like
Ellen goes, I get the sense that like we're not on its radar of being very important.
I feel very hurt by that.
Well, I mean, in its defense, it did stop us in place with one spell, and when you tried to shoot it, the bullets didn't work. So,
Whoa, no need to rub my face in it now.
well,
Ellen.
I'm just.
This
Hey,
is not. We're not talking about me, Ellen.
we have to operate from reality. Otherwise, we're no better than the former president.
Oh, don't even! How dare you? How dare?
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Basically, Ellen has kind of pointed out that like whatever this thing is,
You about the buzzing of flies to him.
he is Vigo.
Oh no!
Literally is Vigo, and you were like the
like
buzzing
vegan?
of flies. to him.
No.
You like the burgers we ate,
Yeah.
which were pretty good. I did not get tired after eating that, which is a good sign.
That was good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had
Well, it's
we had,
plant-based.
we had
Yeah.
vegan cheeseburgers.
They were very
at the
good.
start.
I
It was
had
very
no
good.
bun.
No bun for Emma, but it was very tasty, very gooey burger.
Start your own legend.
Salt, what do you want to do?
I would like to try shooting a little acid splash. Hang on.
I didn't know you had that.
I do. It's useless, but I do. I would like to aim it like close to me, touching the purple energy maybe, but not touching me.
You're trying to cast acid splash on the crystals that you are surrounded with.
Well, I thought about that, but also maybe the floor. Maybe I'll just acid splash us. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll plus Arcana,
Okay.
because the spell is easy to cast. It's what you're trying to do with it that's sort of weird.
11.
Plus,
Arcana is 4.
so 15.
Yeah.
Okay. You have now cast acid splash
You spit it out your
I
mouth.
spit at you.
at yourself.
Yes.
Ah, my eyes.
It burns.
It does hit the crystals, and it is starting to wear them away. In a little bit, you're gonna be free. It's also making a relatively loud sizzling noise.
Someone's
Damn
been
it.
taken.
And then Ellen looks at you and goes, "Can you quiet that down?
I don't know. You want to talk to it?
Talk to what?"
Quiet down what? What do you want me to do?
And then Viol turns and sees that you have acid splash. Yeah, because you've been arguing with Ellen. That's what he heard.
God damn it.
You acid splashed the crystals that you were trapped in. And he goes, "Ugh." And then he raises up his hand, and then like the crystals that are surrounding you, they just shatter away.
That was not what I expected.
Yes, I imagine.
Maybe he's not a bad guy.
No, he's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
We gotta
He's
reach
found a
across
way.
the aisle, you know.
Make an insight check.
Oh, God.
This ought to be good.
8. So not good.
Plus charisma.
Plus carries.
Or I guess would insight be charisma or wisdom?
Let's go with charisma because I got better on that.
Yeah, so your insight is 0. So you can hold
Yeesh.
1 from empathy.
Ay, ay, ay.
Seduction.
What do they intend to do?
You can tell that Viol question mark.
Viol?
They've turned their back to you, which is for Salt probably one of the most infuriating things.
Oh yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to kill.
But their intention is to open this door and pop through it. That's what they want to do. All they want to do is get out of this thing. All they want to do is get out of this.
Oh sure. Oh, yeah.
That's all. That's what they intend to do. So much so that they just do not pay you any mind.
Wow.
And actually, as you're doing that, this is where Viol question mark goes like,
This would be the part when you wind up a few eldritch blasts and throw them, or maybe throw bugs at me, or throw acid at the
He watched season.
table, or blow something up, or say something derisive, or say eat my butthole.
You are making me very mad. You are taking all my lines.
He turns back to you and he goes like, yes. How do you think I feel that I remember all of this bullshit?
Well, motherfucker, you want me to give you more? Because I could go on for hours.
Yes, I know. I know.
What the fuck you mean you know? You my little friend? Are you genuine? In disguise.
Then he's like, he turns his head and he goes, that creature lives?
I don't know if it's alive. It is. But don't pretend like you don't know.
I'm not that thing.
No, I just
No.
for a
Oh,
fact.
I know. That face was acting. Check, please.
No, I am not genuine, and quite honestly, I hate that thing.
Oh, me too, man. You want to start a club?
I don't,
Why?
because I really don't want to form a friendship based around mutual hatred of something.
Oh, why's that?
That sounds a lot like the plot of a recent president. Oh,
Shit. 2 in 1.
Oh man!
Believe
hey, can you guys guess when we're recording this? No, he's just
Okay.
kind of like brushes off that
All right.
comment.
Okay.
But bum.
Okay. Well, if you don't like my bugs or my eldritch blast, what would you like? I could give you. Let's see. I got prestidigitation. You want me to do a little trick, or I got blade ward. I can.
Well, you could obviously just tell me where the gift of the elder is. That would be really nice.
It's sweet that you think I would tell you, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Veal question mark tilts their head and goes, "You really don't remember."
Did I give what? I don't know.
Did I stutter?
Did you stutter? And then, as soon as you say that very confusing line,
Did you get
it looks like a bolt of lightning starts to form in slow motion next to you.
Uh-oh.
It reaches the bottom, like it goes from like full height and it kind of arcs down in like a zigzagging pattern. It reaches the bottom and then it just splits open, and then out of that jumps Wren Steffens,
hard?
Bard, in hero pose.
Did somebody order a bard?
Somebody order a bar.
And then from behind you, Salt, you hear frantic footsteps and someone out of breath.
Oh God. Oh. Should have had that coffee. Oh, that espresso really did a number on me. I need the bathroom real quick.
I really have to go.
And then Veal question mark goes, well, at least some things are the same. And then it raises up its hands and points over at the red one. And then a bolt of purple light shoots out of his hand and hits the red one and drags it over to the center. So it's kind of like
Get over here.
like that.
Scorpion.
But it's kind of like
Rude.
as it's pulled away from the tendrils, you hear loud snapping noise, almost like tree trunks break or trees like branches breaking.
Can't be good.
It's dragged over and it's kind of like hunched down like it's unconscious. And when it's brought in front of you guys directly, like there's maybe like 15 feet between where you three are and where Veal question mark is. The red one is like floating in just midair. And then like as soon as Veal releases his spell on it, it steps onto the ground and like arches like its back. So like it's kind of like standing at a really weird angle. And then it pulls out one of its clawed hands and closes it.
Oh,
and
no.
Its scythe immediately
no.
appears.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And then Wren says a one-liner. What was it going to be this time?
Damn.
Shit!
I could
then-
have done better, but I didn't even know that was going. Anyway,
And
That
then,
was sprung on you.
and then it charges towards the three of you.
Nifty.
All right, we roll for
And
initiative.
well, next time on the Rolls We Made,
Yeah.
it'll be the finale.
Oh shit.